in the 5-video series, sheathed, op, right? I'll borrow this from you, sir. Right, and then you start using your sheath, and this starts getting this forearm training right here. And then the idea is actually for boxing. Remember that. This is for just health, fitness, and if you need it, it's for kickboxing and self-defense, right? But this is not. I'm not teaching you to be a samurai. It just looks fun, and it's a pantomime. So Doubleto had the 2 angles and the heights, right? And that's where Wing Chun has a similar system of 4 gates. So it corresponds to trying to have 4 gates. And then we don't have the upside down ones as primary moves, but they came in later. So Isaiah's gonna have this one, and we're gonna do some slow motion, just, you know, demonstrations for people to copy of the technique first. So back to single stick, and then I'm going to get rid of the puño, the butt end of the stick, because I don't want it as a counterbalance in my training. And then Isaiah's going to give me a number 1 up here, but I'm going to practice hitting the stick and catching his hand. And I want to be on the inside of my sharp edge, right? So he does it again. Get your check hand up, Isaiah. So he doesn't want to waste his time, right? And what he's going to do is he's going to practice putting up a hit right to my head. So I want that to be good. It wasn't wasting my time. So let's work on that, Isaiah. So scoot back a little bit. The fence is like your boundary for some awareness. And hit this stick. Your number 1. So he's going to do a few number 1s. Now that's something I can practice with. All right? And then I missed. He's pretty good in there, right? So what is our number 1 concern in Escrima winning and going home? But the idea in training, my number 1 concern is what happens when I don't hit the guy and win. Where am I left to recover? So if I put this up and it's not even there, hit some, Isaiah, right? Go ahead, hit mine, Isaiah, right? And then all of a sudden I'm going to move over there. He's got to be able to recover. And just changing the wrist. So I'm going to play around now. Back to my drill. Isaiah's got something to work with. I'm going to go through some motion. Got my hand. This thing, and then this thing. And then I could take my weapon into his weapon and do it again. This thing again. This is important. It's not this thing. My fingers! Right? Because they don't stop a sword. So that looks like this. So the whole primary concept is I'm meeting with my weapon and then replacing it with my soft tissue. Number 1 on number 1. So if he switches to number 2 and I go to number 2, this one has a nice, respectable pantomime that I could kind of connect to something else in my life. And I do this outfall step. So this is our primary kind of Wing Chun connection. 1, he has a number 2. That's my hand. He wants to train. I can see. Right. Second move, and I just started laughing. How many times have I said that on a 4, Isaiah? But then I would. Well, then I would. All right, that's the puño strike thing. Let's do a few of those. So now he's got a padded stick. Talk about that in a second. Don't let me forget. And then I want some extra because I want something to train with. And then I want you to worry about your thumb, Isaiah, and your fingers, because you're getting disarmed for me. All right? So let's practice just a few of those. So when I do that, he doesn't want to get trapped in there. Let's do a few more of those. So what's your answer going to be, Isaiah, to go into So he's coming at me, and he does it to me, right? And so it's just chun style right there. Now he's probably stabbing me, but I'm stabbing him too. Cut his own wrist. We're still doing a pantomime. Okay, we're still doing a pantomime. So if I do a disarm, get a nice punyo, and I crack him like this, right? And I hit him. Down here. So I hit him, and then cut his hand, stab him, and then he comes at me again. And I cut his armpit up, chop his throat. Do that one again on the throat, right? And then cut him. And then I don't have it this time. Go all the way around, I kick out his feet, right? And then I'm just right in here. And then wing chun. Just, you know, to stay away because he's covered in COVID or something. And I say, get to this side. Whew. Just, you know, tribute to, okay, now you go back to regular hand. Tribute to Muhammad. Captain Muhammad, to you. So, what is the doubleto that's going on in here? So that one I was using as a primary because I kept getting a real nice one, hitting him with my palm of my hand, and I don't want to do it hard, but that's a check. Do you believe me, Isaiah? All right, so if someone's even coming in, just a nice chop, 2 hands. And then, it's probably really going for my neck, right? So the rear hand is probably more important as I get closer, right? So we're ignoring all this is missing, so I can't be that close. So what am I? I'm really practicing. Oh, I get back there, mister. I'm really practicing for this, right? He's chopping at me from way out there. Yeah.
Daddy.
Yeah. So as soon as I see him, I got a series of individual moments to finish this thing. And then, oh, here comes another moment, and so then something else has to go on. And that's why you always see any of us European Chunners, any of us Latosa Escrimadors, we always do another one. Students over there like, I thought he was done. What the hell is he doing, right? And then we go ahead, we're like, bah! And then we're like, boom! And then we do like another one. Okay, go again. Ah! Right, boom! And then we always go like this, and then we like hit the stick again. Sorry, I didn't mean it to be that good. But that's because it's that thing we're doing to our nervous system. It doesn't turn off. Ocular. So, stick to stick contact. Get a nice number 1 up for me, Isaiah. Boom. And then draw that elbow down deep in your body. And then I do one of those. So that is like the spot where like a boxing punch is, like this. I'm doing real tight up close. So what does this correspond to in space? This kind of thing. And then no sticks, Isaiah, and he throws a haymaker. Bah! And we get the figure 8 going, and then you can now do some too, Isaiah. So we do a zone chopping kind of hits to each other's. Yeah. And then we have, you know, on the inside, stabbing. So thinking of it like sticks, here's my stick, here's my hand down here, and I've been training all tight like this so much that now, right, that makes sense. Ooh. Stick arm. Now, so dirty boxing is popular because you throw in elbows, and we have Wing Chun for that. So if I'm going to do Escrima, I need to pick a rule set, right? So I have a cut list now, and play with it on the deck of my ship as we sail to wherever, and I come up with some fun moves, get good at them. That's my rule set, right? And I use it in combat. I'm a pirate. Which is our specific thing, and so then Escrima is our under this rule set thing. So we're just talking about Doubleto rule set. So I'm doing 1s and 2s. Mirrored them, right? And then what else do we have? We have double hits, 1, 2. Zay's really good at that one, right? So I block his hit. This will go on this side of the camera. Right? That was nice. I'm gonna let Isaiah suppress some hits. He's gonna try to hit like the top of my shield. And then I'm gonna try to give him energy of someone just going, fuck you. You know, this initial, what do we call that? The initial drunken American, right? Fuck you, right? Yeah. So you're gonna pod away, and then we're gonna think about stick today. So he's gonna try to turn it into a hammer fist across here and here. So I'll do a few. So Isaiah's my bad guy, right? So I'll be like, oh, and I'll try to put suppressed hit like that. And then he gets his arms like on top, right? And push against that. So it gets stuck like this. Right, that kind of thing. You'll recognize it. Right, you ready, Isaiah? So I'm the. Nice. Oh, that was good. I didn't pick the side on that one. I went right for his jaw. I took one right in the nose. That was good. Glad your teacher taught you to suppress his skills. That one, right? So we're doing it right there we go. So this is getting so much done down here, and it saves the neck from this and accidents, right? For you beginners, you don't want accidents in here. Come for my shield, Isaiah. Palm strings. Yeah, good. So we can get some contact going here. And then we go back to rolling back fist. So get the fingernails out. We're going to Escrima now with that collarbone drill. And I'll go to dummy with my punches again. So tune it down 10%. I was so still go with my shield, just don't hit me so hard because I'm giving it away. Yeah, there we go. All right, rest. Fatsan fist. The 4 forms. That bird agrees right there. Oh, yeah. Couple of crows. California ravens. Nice 40.